No losses, I don't do lipo. A few screws loose in the head, I'm a psycho. Promise you the bar, just as real as the bike though. Misunderstood, you could call me a typo. I shine hotter than the stars in the night though. Hate the who's, don't give me a title. Flipping an asset, so I don't worry the price though. Got scratched like mine, no, leave it to the tribal.
Boom, I'm like a bomb in a room. Blow up the spot, everybody gotta move. Life or death, everybody gotta choose. Life or death, not everybody gotta lose. I hear the talking, I just keep quiet. Learn to speak silent, don't yearn for violence. Popping like a mad.
Be careful not to get too close, I might just go.
Welcome everyone to the largest online advertising event of the year. Welcome to AdWorld. You are joining 50,000 participants at this event, and we couldn't be more stoked, more happy to have you here with us. So clear your schedule, make yourself comfortable, and get ready for the content that you're gonna get over the next 3 days, because I truly believe this can change your career, this can change your business. Just today, we have absolutely amazing people here with us. Benton Crane, we got Goldie Chan, and so many amazing others. So please, get into the content and take as much from it as you can. But even if you're not watching the content live, make sure you do business by going over to the marketplace. Look up people in the directory and chat with old and new friends. And of course, you want to catch those freebies that we have prepared for you on the perks page. So without further ado, let's make this happen. Welcome again to this show. Let's get it started. So what makes TikTok tick? Obviously, you know that TikTok is one of the most important social media platforms by now. And I'm just getting ready to move forward on this platform. But first, I gotta listen to Claudia, how she actually does TikTok marketing, right? What does it take to work with creators? How do you actually put your ads in place and track so you are set up for success? This is going to be an insightful session. I'm very much looking forward to it. The stage is yours. This is Claudia.
Hi, and welcome to What Makes TikTok Tick. My name is Claudia, and I'm Head of Marketing and Insights at IMA, the Influencer Marketing Agency. We recently just joined the ever-expanding S4 Capital Group with our merger into Media.Monks. TikTok has taken off like a rocket ship over the past year, but most marketeers are still unsure on how best to work with the platform. I'm going to take you through exactly how to master this fantastic new app. Topics that I'm going to cover include: what does it take to make a video go viral? Is TikTok right for your brand? What are your options to get involved in the platform? And of course, what is TikTok's magic sauce? So first things first, let's do a deep dive into TikTok's magic sauce, or AKA their algorithm. If you've been on the platform, you'll have noticed that there are 3 main places where you can discover content: the For You page, or AKA the FYP, your following page, and the discovery page. What you need to understand is that the algorithm lives only in the For You page. The following page is popular, but only shows you content that you haven't already seen by content creators that you follow in the For You page. And the discovery page is one that is manually operated by TikTok. The TikTok team can tag, detag, add hashtags, all in the back end. The algorithm is a matching engine that is constantly learning and evolving. Trending topics, socio-political situations, the cross-cultural conversations will always be changing, and TikTok keeps their finger on the pulse of culture. The algorithm is a real-time feedback loop and decides which videos will be sent to each individual user's taste. It has 2 goals. 1, find the right video for each viewer, and 2, get the viewers to keep watching. Therefore, the algorithm is watching user behavior as closely as it's watching video performance. So, how is video distribution affected? Videos are grouped into a set of 8. In this group, you'll never get the same hashtag, same sound, same creator. The initial push distributes the video to a few 100,000 users. then TikTok, to keep pushing the video, it has to meet certain requirements. The most important metrics here are 1, finish rate, 2, new followers, and 3, engagements like shares, and comments. These determine the video's performance. If these are high, the performance is good and TikTok keeps pushing the video to a wider audience. But if these are low, performance isn't good and then distribution will be halted. But no, follower count and high performance on a previous video does not matter. How we act is also important to the algorithm. All factors are weighted based on their value to the user. For example, the finish rate will be a key metric for someone who finishes most of their videos. But for someone who often skips after a few seconds, this metric will have a lower priority. The algorithm always gets 2 pieces of information: content that you like and content you prefer to skip. But all in all, when it comes to user behavior, there are things that TikTok is paying attention to understand what videos you're going to include on your page. Heavy users as guinea pigs so if you're an occasional user, you'll get a lot of trending videos. So the risk of course, presenting increasingly homogeneous videos is high. TikTok judges the user behavior and groups people into similar tribes, or you could say like lookalike audiences, to predict your next move. For You keeps a balance between the content that you like and the content that you might like. For example, Jack here, he's a heavy user. He skips cruise ships but loves Celine Dion. Everything about New York and art. Whereas Rose, she likes Celine. So they will serve her with New York and art content as they see her as a part of the same tribe. TikTok will recommend stuff to you didn't even know you liked because it's able to identify which tribe that you belong to. Okay, up next, what does it take to make a video go viral? Okay, everyone loves a good checklist, so let's go through some really great things that you really need to keep in mind for a viral video on TikTok. First, make the first 3 seconds memorable. You need to hook your audience, get the attention, tell a story, introduce a problem, promise a solution. The goal here is to increase watch time. Number 2, pick a trending sound. Use trending sounds or record your own. Don't use TikTok's library. Actually, the best library of trending sounds is actually your For You feed. Make your edit quick and upbeat. Consider loop, unexpected endings, or too quick edit. The goal here is to increase rewatch. Make it shareable. Users want to share it because it's educational, surprising, shocking, or cute. Encourage people to leave comments. Leave some questions unanswered. Do something slightly controversial or just ask a question. And of course, try new things. Diversify your content and switch around categories and styles. Have a few successful content series and rotate between them. Use text. Have text on the opening video frame and on your video as a cover title. But remember, for captions, the shorter the better. And never use spam captions. TikTok will actually restrict you. Post more. Upload multiple times per day. You can re-upload the same content multiple times and see which one goes more viral. And finally, please don't overanalyze. Ignore bad performing videos. Instead, learn from the viral ones. Failure may be random, but success always has some kind of logic. So, want to generate 1 billion views? Then don't make ads, make TikToks. Okay, next is TikTok actually right for your brand? Have you considered that TikTok actually might not be great for your brand? And let's just have a look at another checklist. So TikTok can actually be for any brand as long as they keep these points in mind. Organic UGC. You won't always have the final say. You don't have full control over organic user-generated content, so you have to be okay with that. Create a brand strategy. Decide internally your TikTok strategy, establish do's and don'ts, and assign long-term creators. And be ready to assign internal resources. Who will keep your account active? How will you reply to comments? Will you repost UGC? Will you join challenges? Secondly is the the environment is collaborative. You need to be ready to let go of creative freedom. Think of it more as a collaboration between you, users, and influencers that all can create some really cool content. Use official advertising tools. If your campaign's main objective is traffic, you should work with one of the TikTok advertising tools and boosting. And finally, organic content can't be targeted. So if you need to target only 18 plus or plus 21, you should consider only paid advertising tools. Organic content cannot be targeted. So what are your options to get involved? Let's first talk about the advertising solutions. Things like in-feed ads. The ads seamlessly slide into your For You page alongside UGC. They're full screen, sound on, you have the full attention of the user. You can choose your objectives between reach, traffic, app installs, video views, or conversion. Select target audiences based on interest, event-based behaviors, custom lookalike audiences, etc. TikTok allows 5 to 60-second ads, but it's highly recommended to keep the video between 9 and 15 seconds. Another one is Top View or Top View Lite. Top View is sound on, Top View Lite is sound off. For both, ad is activated the moment the users open TikTok. You have the attention of all the daily users in the full screen takeover. Fully clickable format, supporting internal and external landing pages, and it is fantastic for brand awareness. Brand Effect provides the highest impression numbers out of all paid solutions. You can choose between 2D, 3D, and AR effects. Effects have been designed have to be designed by in-house TikTok design team. Branded effects have the lowest demographics out of all paid advertisements. So usually effects is brought together with a paid hashtag. So based on the Q2 2021 price list in the US, in-feed ads range between 280 to 650K, and you pay for impressions averaging between 20 and 45 million, and it's all delivered within 1 day. For Top View, it's between 400 and 650, and you get between 50 and 60 million impressions. Again, all delivered in 1 day. Brand Effect is slightly cheaper at 140 to 205K, and you can have this over 6 days period. Some other options that you might look at is Branded Hashtag Challenge. It's a 6-day campaign, single or multi-market. You get your hashtag visibility on placements like the Discovery page, 1 day in-feed ad, Top View Lite, etc. You can work with fewer and smaller influencers to create official videos since you have a guaranteed reach from TikTok. You can use the TikTok commercial library to get copyrighted music or at your own expense, or produce custom-made tracks. Keep in mind, a significant percentage of generated content might be considered hashtag spam. Users will use hashtag syncing to give them more exposure in their For You feed, and TikTok is not detagging non-related content. You can also use Branded Hashtag Challenge Plus. It adds on to the Branded Hashtag Challenge by making it a shoppable experience. You can have clickable link or hashtag tab, sending users to an external landing page. And finally, you have the self-serve auction. So in TikTok's ad manager, you can choose the campaign objectives, reach, traffic, app installs, conversions, the bidding methods, the CPM or CPC, set up timings, budget limits, target audiences, app event optimizations. The ads will appear in the For You page. You have access to integrated measurements, billing, and reporting, and it's incredibly similar to Facebook Ads Manager. So based on the Q2 2021 price list for the US, you can imagine that these are the branded hashtag prices. And of course, for the self-serve auction, you're looking at CPM, which can be between $3 and $10 depending on your objective. So another one is organic branded challenges. Brands can launch their organic challenges and use influence to amplify it. It's a cheaper solution when compared to branded hashtag challenge ads, as your only cost will be with influencers. However, of course, there is no guaranteed impressions unless you boost it, which is, of course, highly recommended. And you can't ask TikTok for support. It's expected that between 1 and 10% of reached audience will create a video and join your hashtag, but it is highly dependent on your creative. So here are some tips to make it viral. You have to make it enjoyable to watch. Aim for a finish rate of above 80% and a rewatch rate of above 30%. Usually keep it simple and easy to record videos are the best performing ones. Use trending tools like Stitch, like green screen, slow-mo, voiceover text, etc. Secondly, provide value to the community. Think like a TikToker and unleash your creativity. With an original, creative, and entertaining concept, you can bring value to the community. Consider the educational category. Use sounds to your favor. The best is to either get licensed copyrighted music or produce your own unique sounds. So you want some more tips? Okay, fine. So we have some more here. So you need to keep it authentic. Challenge ideas should fit the brand and the product. Users should respond well to brands participating in the TikTok community when it's done in a natural way for both. You need to build a long-term strategy. Consider opening a TikTok account and strategically building an in-app presence. Nothing should feel forced. Everyone is welcome on TikTok. Think like your audience. Evaluate why would creators want to join your challenge. Give them an original concept they've been waiting for. Don't think about what creators can give you. Think about what you can give them. And add impact with influencers, celebrities. Make the most out of the characters and celebrities associated with your brand for instant recognition. Involve influencers and onboard TikTok external brand ambassadors. And finally, boost it. To amplify exposure and increase your chances of UGC, boost your influencers' content and your own. So, should you join an existing challenge? A very good question. And yes, this is a great strategy, but please do not claim an existing challenge as your own. This will only backfire. But please remember, you really don't have to have every content. It doesn't need to be a sponsored challenge. We've got some different ones here that you can also use. You can do a lot of things with influencer partnerships. It's the least invasive and the most organic form. You can have paid posts on an influencer account. You can have sponsored posts on a brand account. You can have paid ads with content created by influencers or organic branded hashtags involving influencers. Sponsored influencer videos is on an influencer account or even on a brand's account. This is the most organic and least invasive form of advertisement. There are some great ads on influencer account out there, and what matters most is the content is really loved by the community. The videos here are created by lots of different influencers with over 2 million views. And here are some do's and don'ts when working with sponsored content. So always create for sound as a key component, and don't show them the brand logo in the first few seconds. It's important to tell a story. TikTok has a storytelling at its core, so make the best of it. And don't be too salesy or pushy. If the whole goal of the video is to show the product in a transition or dance, you're completely doing it wrong. Make it seamlessly slide in your For You feed. Don't disrupt the entertainment experience, but rather embrace it. And don't try too hard or overproduce it. Think like a TikTok creator, max out connections and focus on engagement. Don't disappear after the campaign and stay for the long-term strategy as a valuable community member. Another great way is to use sponsored influencer content to publish on your own channels, such as a creative series. For this, you have to keep in mind select brand matching influencers. Use rising content creators over ones that are already at the top, and prefer TikTok native creators. I give them the freedom and expression to go and above and create their creative control and maintain the collaborative environment. So here are some best practices when working with creators. So number one is keep low-key branding. Don't show your product in the first 3 seconds, and above all, avoid making the video with it as its main focus. Provide value. Show tutorial, tips, unusual product features, ingredient lists, advice, favorite things, etc. 3, short and upbeat edits. Quick edit, upbeat, shorter than 15 seconds, unexpected end, and of course, positive. Boost engagement. Encourage including random details for people to comment on and share. And finally, be yourself. Discuss influencers' vision, give creative freedom, and let them stay authentic. Creativity is, of course, very subjective, but some of the most followed TikTok brand accounts are highly creative. One great example is Dunkin' Donuts, a very interesting case. It is the most followed fast food brand on TikTok, and so what is their strategy? In times where lots of companies don't understand the value of employees, being content creators and brand ambassadors, Dunkin' might be the biggest winner. They started by taking notice of a TikTok influencer who liked them. So they partnered with her, which was a very successful move for their TikTok presence and overall sales. But the most interesting thing that they did is they open an official program for employees. They send them monthly briefs and encourage content creation. Employees become brand ambassadors who post TikToks on their own. On their own account, and Dunkin' repost them on their official channel. There is no wrong or right way to run a TikTok branded account, but there are different solutions for different brands. I'm just going to show you some examples of what different brands are doing so you can get some kind of idea and to inspire you as well. So the world famous Fenty Beauty used a mix of UGC reposted and branded content, which works fantastically. Or, for example, Jasmine, she's a dental hygienist in Houston, and she runs a small business, and she has a very successful following on TikTok. Ryanair, for example, account is run by an employee and leverages all the TikTok features. And, for example, YSL uses high productions to captivate their audiences. And my final point, which is Apple, just uses ads, TikTok ads, but just uses ads to reach TikTok. So that brings me to the end. I hope I've awakened your curiosity in TikTok and feel more confident to use the platform. So a big thank you, and feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or if you'd like to discuss further TikTok further. And of course, enjoy the rest of the conference.